words popularized by Bob Marley, learned by all of our people without appropriately recognizing the context in which he spoke and the mission which must be ours for generations until it is achieved. He told us that there would be war if there were first class and second class citizens. He told us that there would be war if the color of our skin was more significant than the color of our eyes. And we see here in the continent the continued descent into conflict.
Our struggle in Africa is little. We are not united. That's why we have got struggles in the continent. Why can't we come together? Why can't we form unity in Africa? Is it good that we should be divided like the way we are now? But we are not developing. There's nothing that is happening in Africa to talk about the change. We are still poor. The problem is we don't want to come together. We just hear about the unity. But where is the unity now? Do you know that Africa, if it can come together as one, we can develop. We can easily develop. Europe is united, but they don't speak one language. In Africa, we speak, of course, different languages, but we don't want to get united as if we don't understand each other. But the African leaders meet almost every year in one place, and they're able to understand one another. Why can't we come together in Africa so that we should develop? You know, small countries or big countries in Africa, if we don't come together, you can't develop. We've got big countries like Nigeria. It's not developing because we are not united. Instead of coming together as one, we are fighting one another in Africa. We are busy putting each other down. It's like we want to get divided, like more. Like it feels good for us to keep on dividing one another instead of coming together so that we should learn our dreams with hope of getting the best results. Lack of unity in Africa is a serious problem. Our leaders have been talking about unity, have even been signing agreements for the unity of Africa. But it seems like there is a certain group of people in Africa who don't want Africa to come together. No, we cannot be doing the things like the way we are doing and think of developing when we are not united, when we are divided. It doesn't mean when we come together then there's going to be one president for Africa. I don't think this thing can be accepted in Africa due to the politics that we have in Africa, because African countries were colonized by many European countries. So it is very difficult for Africa to have one president. But we can come together with many presidents in Africa, but coming together for the people in Africa, not for the presidents, but for the people in Africa. We should come together. We should be working together. Africa can develop by unity, not by division, not by individual tiny nations. It's very hard in Africa at this time around because the economies are not developing. If it is possible to come together in Africa, then let's do it. Our leaders, I know you know what is necessary for us to come together. We cannot teach you things You have got people who give you the understanding of what actually is supposed to be done for the continent of Africa to be united. So it means you've got the knowledge already. But for some reason, which I don't know about, this call for unity of Africa is being discouraged. The people who don't want Africa to be united. But people in Africa are ready to get united, though we don't speak one language. Let us love this continent. It's ours. If we've been failing to develop since the independences of our countries, then it means we need to change the way we do our things in the continent. The call for the unity of Africa has been alarming. I've been hearing it loudly. But the problem is, I've never seen this thing coming to reality. So it remains a joke. It remains a dream. It remains a hope. When we talk about unity, we are not talking about making a certain country to be a country that should oversee all other countries in Africa. We are talking about coming together in one and doing things like one people. So that nobody should be better than the other in Africa. But we should be one. We should be doing things in love. So that the continent must develop. Our problems are not ending in the continent. Because we are doing things individually. And because of that, we are doing things like a piecemeal. It's not a wholesome thing that we can enjoy whatever we are doing, because we are doing it in a way that is not united. And therefore, the impact is very small, because individually countries cannot influence each other in Africa because of lack of power. A country like Nigeria, very big and powerful, cannot influence any other country in Africa if that country doesn't want to be influenced by Nigeria. Excuse me. But when we come together as one, we are no longer going to be looking at each other individually. We're going to be looking at each other as one. Of course, people will be known as Nigerians. People will be known as Africans. South Africans. People will be known as Kenyans. People will be known as Ghanaians. People will be known as Egyptians. Tanzanians, Malawians, Zambians, Mozambicans. But under one roof called African Unity or African Union. Not like the union that we have. Because that one is not uniting the people. It's just only uniting the leaders in Africa. But we want the union that can unite the people in Africa so that we can be doing things like one. It doesn't mean like things will be chaotic. There's going to be an administrative way of doing our things so that we should not do things illegally. Africa must develop. And it is the time now Africa should develop. Because all other continents in the world are developing. Talk about Asia. Asia is no longer poor now. The countries in Asia which are very developed, talk of China, is well developed now. Talk of other countries that are well developed in Asia. Because they get support from the developed countries in a different way. Because they love one another. But in Africa, they don't love us. They cannot come to invest in Africa massively. Though they colonized us, they don't care. They want us to be only people who are begging. But we can change that. We can say now, if you want to come to Africa, you're not going to come to individual countries, but you are coming to the African continent, which is united. So nobody else will play games with Africa, because we will be developed. Because we have got one economy. We've got one bank, one education, one supermarket across Africa, one roads, one people. That's how we can develop in this continent. But as we keep on pushing this thing of African unity, it seems like we just speak about something which is not realistic. And it's like our leaders are not even interested to make this thing realistic. But let's talk about this thing. Let's encourage our leaders to understand the importance of bringing the African Union, African unity. The countries like Guinea, Burkina Faso, Mali are setting up example of how united our countries in Africa can be. We can do likewise. And we can make the whole Africa united. And that's how we can develop. Thank you for watching this video. I would like to ask you to subscribe my channel, like my video, and do not forget to click the notification bell. I would like as well to ask you to watch my videos for more minutes. Giving me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes of watching my videos, and you can even watch the video up to the end, so that I should have more watch hours on my channel. Because it's very important to have more watch hours for me to be able to eventually monetize my channel. And YouTube will also recommend my videos if many people are engaged in watching more hours on my videos, and even you are commenting, liking, and subscribing to my channel. That will help me to grow this channel. But all in all, I thank everybody else who has already subscribed to my channel. Your support is very great. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.